I'm Anwar, and this is Matt, and this is Alec, and we're going to show you the physics behind lacrosse.
Newton's first law of motion states that any object in motion will stay in motion unless it is acted upon by an outside force. For instance, when I throw the lacrosse ball, it would fly straight all the way to Anwar, but the force of gravity is pulling down on it, so it eventually hit the ground. Here's an example.
Newton's second law states that force can be calculated by multiplying the acceleration of the object by the mass of the object. For example, in lacrosse, if an attacker was to take a shot and hit a defender with that shot, it would hurt. But say you wanted to find the force of the impact of that shot.
Newton's second law says that you could determine the force of the impact by multiplying the acceleration of the shot 20 meters squared by the mass of the ball 140 grams. Therefore, the force would be 2.8 newtons.
Newton's third law says that every action has an opposite and equal reaction. In lacrosse, this could be used to analyze a body check. Say a lacrosse player gets hit with 4 newtons of force. This would mean that while the checking player is dishing out 4 newtons of force to the other player, he is taking just as much force to his body. Here's an example.
Work, energy, and power are related to lacrosse in many ways. One way work is related to lacrosse is that how much work you put into moving a lacrosse stick to throw the ball, the farther the ball will go. For example, the less work you put into moving your lacrosse stick, the shorter the ball will go. The more work you put into moving the lacrosse stick, the further the ball will travel. For example,
Power is the rate at which work is done. The formula for power is work over time. Power is related to lacrosse and passing because the more power you put into your pass, the less it will take to reach your partner. But the less power you put into your pass, the longer it will take for the pass to get to your partner. I'll show you some examples. This is going to be less power. And this is going to be more power.
energy is related to shooting in lacrosse. The throwing motion of the player creates potential energy because it is raised above the player's head where lacrosse players throw the ball. He uses the potential energy of gravity and in his muscles to create enough kinetic energy to throw the ball fast. The food he eats is converted into chemical energy, which is another kind of potential energy. And then his muscles use chemical energy to convert it to kinetic energy. All of that energy, in addition to the potential energy, creates a force great enough to propel the heavy lacrosse ball fast and far. Here's an example.
Thank you for watching.